Hey everybody, and we are back for another In the Works video. This time, we are almost close to completion. It's just a few small things and that's about it. The biggest progress I made was I pretty much finished the legs, but they're now actually equally aligned and properly sanded. They should be ready for scrubbing. I started here, so I'm gonna prime the rest. And there's some small unnecessary parts, such as the legs and this, and probably these vents here. I'm gonna start painting those. Like I already started with the face and the Ethan crest, but see if my camera can focus. Yeah, this is pretty much done for now, so just gonna leave that for on hold. The arms have been finally extended, just gonna clean up some of the excess. There's just this one part that has to be done, the other side has to be applied. The covers for the machine guns also getting modified at the same time. This one hasn't been started yet. I found a proper saw, so not really a proper saw. I can't really qualify this as a saw. When I bought a scribing set, there's some grooves that make it look like a saw, and it actually works. I mean, no joke, it does. And then I fixed the head because there was still some gaps somewhere. In the most part. Now, there's a problem with the scrapping, I guess. I bought some diamond tape, of course, but my hands aren't that very sturdy. You see, every time I try to scribe, sometimes I usually move somewhere else or something. It's the position of the this engravement that is the problem for myself. I have to practice more with my scribing basically, because I messed up on some of the areas here, so that's why I put putty back on here, and then this one was perfect, but then this side was not equal. It was hard getting a ruler. I tried to rule this out because you can't get the line straight. Also putty here because I tried to scribe there, but they're also not equal at the same time. And then the putty just managed to get through there. So I'll try to do something about that. The beam sabers are just nothing too ordinary. There's hairlines, but you can remove those with the normal knife. Yeah, I originally talked about the back skirts of this kit. Those details, I might put those on later, but not really. I don't have any full contention to put anything underneath, because no one's going to see underneath. This is mostly going to be fixed posed anyway. I'm not going to pose this just because it can't even move, or not that it can move, it can still do that 90-degree 180 bend and that. It's just that that's not the construction really. I just felt that the kit doesn't need to be posed dynamically. It's not like one of those kits. It's not an action figure, of course, no shit, but you get my point. I'm not that kind of person who would put this in poses and that. I like my stuff just more stable, still fixed. Now, I got these pictures here at the front. These are reference images from the Studio Reckless NT-1. One build from Anaheim factory, and two for the rest of the images here. I don't remember the artist's name, the modeler's name particularly, but if I wanted to take one of the reference images and just take a look if I need to make any sort of details to this build to my build, you just yank it off. There you go. Those pictures aren't actually in photo quality, but you get the idea. I mostly get the ideas, and they seem a bit too vague. And of course, I can't achieve everything that's on this to transfer to this, because some of the part structures are differentiated, especially with some parts of the legs, and the most part for the V-fins are in particular. I'm not even too sure if I have to build a new one or not. If I can just zoom in and just so you can see the V-fins. If it's just goddamn so small, man. Look at that. Just can't even get the focus on that. Alright, there we go. You see that V-fin there? Yeah, that's a different shape, and that's the original NT-1 shape. I like this kind of shape. It's distinct. It gives a distinction that the RX-78 variation is most likely to be not the same as the original RX-78. Keep in mind, this is codename. This model number was RX-78 NT-1, but I'm not too sure about the V-fin. Should be changing it to the more appropriate standard one. Get MSHD parts or something, but I really have no clue. So that about does it for this in the works video. It's not as long as the other one. There's not much progress left because I basically just have little stuff to do. All I gotta do is just use these templates properly and then apply them to the actual model kit itself, and then sand and putty some few parts, some gaps particularly, and you're about done. I'm thinking about giving a neck extension because of this. Every time I try to put on the head, it usually is on. It's really low. It looks like it almost looks like it has no neck. So I'm thinking of extending the neck, but it'll probably be too much effort. I don't want to waste too much time on adding more stuff to the neck, really. But there we go. Also, on a side note, yeah, I don't think not many people noticed. It's just some parts I left over from a previous build I did. It wasn't a major build. I decided to start working on the core fighter, the FX7 core fighter, 1/144 scale. I just gotta fix the seam lines and that. This is a small project because there's not really much parts to it. It's just that I don't have much time to commit to it. Yeah, this is all masked. There's some more small details I have to repaint. There's some spills and that. And to fix that, I'm gonna reprime this. The peg's broken here, but that's no big problem. And there's two more parts. The thrusters and the binder wing, and then the landing gear, but that's about it. Okay, there's not much to talk about here from now on because I'm basically just done with it. Every other reference images will be actually added to the video in probably in a video review at least. But if you guys seen the stuff on social network, I'm pretty sure you might get the idea. I might add the work in progress photos to my Facebook. And that's about it. And I'll see you in the next in the progress video, in the works video. Yeah.